Hi, I'm Bill, and this is the Warrior Medic. Today, my intent was to go straight to episode 6. That episode would have been focused on new wounds, and today's subject was going to be about shame. However, as is normal, life changes things. Because now, I'm preparing for the funeral of my father. Yes, Dad passed away Saturday at the age of 95. And I want to tell you why I'm talking about this instead of just pushing it aside and getting back on the schedule. You've heard parts of my story, the fights, the beatings, the vow I made at 14 that I'd never let him get close enough to hurt me ever again. You heard about the years that I didn't speak to him, and you heard that eventually I forgave him and reconciled with him. I told you that like it was the end of the story. But it wasn't. That wasn't the end. It was just the part where the real work started. And right now, I'm grieving a man who hurt me badly. But I'm also grieving a man I got to know again. This time, really know him, not just tolerate him. Both of those things are true at the same time, but they don't cancel each other out. Here's what I want you to hear, especially if you're still standing where I used to stand. You're still behind that wall. I don't know what this week would feel like if I hadn't done the work, if I hadn't grieved my wounds, faced them, and made the call that forgiveness was the healing path forward. And then, after walking that path and doing the hard work, sitting across from him as a healed man instead of a wounded boy, I don't know what that version of this week would look like, but I know it wouldn't feel like this. I think it would feel like a door slamming shut on something that would forever remain unfinished. Instead, it feels like grief, real grief, the kind that means something was actually there to lose. That's not nothing, that's everything. Episode 6 will be there, hopefully today, but I wanted to ensure you see this part too, not as a lesson I learned and packaged up for you, but as it's actually happening. Healing doesn't mean it doesn't hurt anymore. It means that when it does hurt, it hurts clean. Healing means there's no unfinished business when time runs out. My name is Bill. This is the Warrior Medic. No man left behind.